Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, we'll be learning how to create a responsive drop-down menu with auto layout. So let's start first by drawing a frame. So the first thing we'll do, we'll just draw a frame. We're going to be making use of the same dimensions that was used here. So we'll have 2, 4, 9. So I'll just use the same thing, 2, 9, then 4, 5, 6. As for the height, 4, 5, 6. So most times most of us make the mistake of making use of rectangle. So instead of making use of squares to do all this stuff, you just better you make use of frame and auto layout. So if you don't know how to make use of auto layout, I'll be leaving a link below, or you can look up and see a link. You can click the link to see more videos that I created about auto layout. So now we have our frame. The next thing we're going to do now is to convert this into an auto layout. So convert this into an auto layout. I'll right click, auto layout, and I'll make this fixed width and fixed height. Why I'm doing that is so that any content I put inside this will not clip. So let me show you what I mean. So let me do Ctrl Z, add this an auto layout. So let me say, for example, this is an auto layout. If I don't define fixed width and fixed height, as you can see here is hog. So once I put any content inside, you can see it has hogged the content, and I don't want that. So I just want it to be fixed width and fixed height. So we'll make the corners to be rounded, give it a corner radius. So for now, we're not going to add any horizontal or vertical padding or space between. I'll just make it 0 for now. So the first thing we want to do, we want to achieve this image and the text, the name and the email here. So now you can see I already have my component. I have my text showing the person's name and the person's email. So now I'll click on these two and I'll put them into an auto layout, and the space between these two texts is going to be 8. So and now I'm also going to combine these two, text and the image, with auto layout 2. So make sure the element is seated at the center. So the next thing I want to do now is to give a horizontal and a vertical padding. So I'll go with 8 and 4 for the top. So now we have that. So I'll just drag this into this. So now this is now you can see that this is clipped to the edge, and we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'll click on the parent container and define a horizontal and vertical padding. So let me go with 12 for the side and 12 on the top and bottom, so that is going to be seated nicely in the center. So as you can see, let me click on this. So this is the spacing that was given here. So I also, you can see the spacing here, 12 top and bottom, 12 too. So I want to ensure this element is at the center. So if you look here, this is where it's placed, so you have to click here or top center here, so that the element is going to be seated nicely at the center. So now we have that. So we also need this. Okay, let's I was thinking we need a divider now. Hold on. So the next thing now is these options here. So let's create that. So as you can see, I already have my icon on my text. So I'll combine these two together with auto layout. It's seated on its own, and I'll also combine this and this with auto layout. So we're going to use the same pattern that we used here, 8 and 4, for these two. So here is going to make it 8 and here we're going to also make it 4. So 4 here. So now I'm now going to place this here. Of this is not touching the container like the way this one is. You can see where the bounding box is. You can see where the bounding box of this is. So what we're going to do is to click on this and make it fill container. We're just going to adjust this to make sure it's lapped to the right dimension. So what I mean by that, this was how it was before. So as you can see there, it's not touching the bounding box as the first one here. This is where the first bounding box is. This is where the second one bounding box is here. So we're just going to click this to just extend it like this manually. So now the next thing we're going to do now is to duplicate this option. So we're going to duplicate. So I'm kind of feeling this is too close, the width. I'll just increase this width to 8. So I just want it to have breathing space. So I'll duplicate this, get it like 3 times, then put this 3 elements into their own auto layout this way. So with this I can give a spacing between them to be 8. So and I'll also give a spacing between this first heading element here and this. So how I'm going to achieve the space between them is I'll just click on the container, then come to this place, then give it any number of my choice. I'll be going with 16. So as you can see, I've already achieved the spacing between these two. So if you look over here, you can see there is a line separating this and this. So I'll just get the line from this design here. So let me click on this and get the divider, copy that, now place it here. So as you can see my line, I will just drag the line and drag the line in. So yeah, okay, so that didn't work. I will just copy, click on this element here. You can see this is seated in its own auto layer, then just paste the line there. So as you can see now, the line is at the bottom, but I want the line to be at the top. So what I'm going to do, there are different ways to achieve this, to make the line to be at the top. You can come over here and just move it to the top, and it's at the top. So that's one way, or you can just drag it, just like what I mean by, you can just drag element like this and you can see it's rearranging. So that's how you can like drag the line up, but I've already achieved that. So now we're going to duplicate this card again. So now you can see we have our drop down. So you can make the drop down any way you want it to be, but one major advantage, so I'm just trying to ensure that the whole dimension is lapped at the right let me confirm that the spacing here is 19. So I'll just shield this up a little bit so that it will touch the card. So I'll just move this down and use my Alt key. I just want to verify the spacing that's down here. So I'll click this with my Alt, so it's 15. So I'll just click on this and manually reduce the height. So I want to reduce the height to make sure the spacing at the bottom is exactly 12. So you can see here is 15 and what we gave here is 12. So why that is happening is because of this element that we placed here. So we just have to adjust this with our arrow. So you can see the 12 is still there, but I just want to push this container so that it can be close to this. I don't know if you get what I mean. So because most times if a developer check it now, so let me show you what I mean. It's showing 15 and what we use here is 12. So for that to tally, we just have to reduce the size by 2. So now we should be okay. So I will click here. So you can see it's 12. So it's lapping exactly at the spacing. So you can see this is exactly. So one major reason of using auto layout to create your component is so that the elements is going to be very responsive. So as you can see, this drop down is very responsive, very responsive. How I was able to achieve that was because after designing, every element here was set to fill container. So you can see fill the container. So I had to set even you can see, if you observe closely, you can see that this space is like auto layout inside another auto layout. The auto layout bounding this is set to fill container. Then this one, which is like the auto layout bounding the tray elements, also set to fill container. Same with this fill container. The text inside too, okay, fill container. So I just make this hub. So this is also set to fill container. So yeah, so that's basically how I was able to achieve this drop down menu. So if you have any question, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, and see you in my next video.